Hello everybody, welcome back. Update on the email. I will be making that either tonight or tomorrow. I'll put it on the community link and I'll start putting it in the description. Today's topic, is college a scam? Now, I know this topic is talked about a lot within the spaces of career growth. It's an important decision that everyone kind of makes after they get out of high school. And if I'm gonna be honest, that's a lot of pressure to put on someone who is freshly 18, just got out of high school, which is what they've known their entire life. I feel like it'd be typical for someone to want to feel like they want to pursue more education just because they know that's what they're comfortable with. And I know I talked about it a little bit in my previous video. I am a college graduate. I graduated in May, so maybe 2 months ago. So you can say I am a little biased because I do have a job that I got right out of college. And in my opinion, college is worth it if you get the right degree. Ultimately, what it comes down to is that college is a way to train you for a job or a way to train you to enter into a job field. If you look at it from an economist's point of view, the job market is supply and demand. So you have to pick a field of study that is in high demand, low supply. Or at least that's what my thought process is at the moment. You hear a lot of people tell you to just go for what makes you happy. And that is terrible advice that nobody should be giving anyone. I understand a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this, but if you want to actually get something out of that college degree, you have to look at the market conditions. This isn't me trying to be doom and gloom, but not every degree is going to be useful. I think every degree has value in its own right. I think we need musicians. I think we need people to teach musicians. I think we need, theater, even though I kind of just skipped out on my theater class. But I think they're important to their own degree, because without, these theater classes teaching people how to act, we wouldn't have actors. Or there would be actors, but they'd just only be the ones that are talented and not the ones who really trained hard and learned how to do it. The job market might not reflect these being important. They are still important to culture and society. I mean, unless you want to take a chance on getting a job in one of those fields and be, severely underpaid for the almost $100,000 loan you took out for college, be my guest, I guess. It's just unfortunate. That's just the way it is. If I were to recommend any degree, I would say I would recommend under business, it would be accounting and finance. I don't know if I'd recommend being an economist. I'm pretty sure accounting is one of the lowest unemployment rates among college graduates. That's why I went into accounting, because there's such high job security. I kind of liked it. It was weird. It's whenever you're doing your classwork and you just kind of understand it, you do better than everybody, and you just get that oh yeah, this is kind of a hard field and I understand it really well. I understand it better than other people, and it makes you feel good, you feel smarter. That's kind of why I did it. It made me feel good to know that I was doing something kind of smart, I guess. I do like doing it. In business, I do engineering and any kind of engineering. Usually there's a lot of job security in that department. Nursing, doctors, medicine. I mean, everyone is, I don't think the market will ever go down for that. But you do have to watch out for the student debt for trying to be a doctor or any medical professional. It's incredibly expensive. You have to go into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for it. It's wild. Other than that, I can't really think of any degree that would be in demand right now. You can still make a living with these other degrees. I mean, any science degree, I'm sure you could become a biologist or something. It's just people I know that graduated with these degrees, they're having a lot harder time finding a job. I was able to find a job straight out of college. I actually got mine. I interned, and then I ended up being a full-time accountant at the place I work at. And I'm doing my CPA right now, and then I'll probably end up talking to some recruiters on LinkedIn or something to get me another job. It's just a very in-demand job. I would recommend anyone going to accounting. It's not really that hard. It's probably like the easiest hard major that you could probably go into. It's something that you can tolerate and it won't make you hate your life. You know, you work 8 hours a day. You're gonna have 8 more hours in the day to do other things. So do your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9 or whatever the saying is. And you can eventually build up to do something you actually really like. Be smart with your degree choice. Be smart with the school you go to. Go to a public school. Don't go to a private school. Private schools will just drain your your wallet unless you're, you know, unless you get a bunch of scholarships. Always take the free money. Go to community college for 2 years. I didn't do that. I probably should have. So I have just a little bit of student loans, but I did like my time at the public school. It was a lot of fun. You gotta network too. Talk to people. I know people say like networking is the most important thing. I didn't network that much. I probably should have networked more, but I ended up with a decent amount of friends that are in, you know, different fields. I could probably just hit them up and say like, hey, is there a job opening here? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll call you in. Just have fun, I guess. I had a lot of fun when I was in college. Enjoy your time there. Just try to make smart decisions. You can always switch your major like 2 years in. I was in psychology at first, and then I was like, this is gonna make no money. And then I went into marketing because that was kind of like, you know, psychology, but for business. And I was like, this is not gonna make any money either. And I kind of liked doing accounting, so it's like, I'm just gonna do accounting. So that's where I ended up at. Okay, that's all I got. Be smart. See ya.